welcome to July. I am driving home right now from pole class, which is almost an entire hour away from my home, which really kind of sucks because, I mean, obviously that would suck, but it really sucks because I don't think there's anywhere else that offers pole classes, and with gas prices being the way they are right now, along with Chris's hours, which were already part-time, being cut in half down to like 16 hours a week, and me like slowly trying to gain my footing as a full-time artist, which is like, I've decided to start maybe trying to come up with something to say, like, you know, I'm an aspiring starving artist. Like, I'm not there yet, but I'm pretty close. Fairly accurate. I mean, I'm not starving right now, but you know, money is getting like consistently tighter, and so that's a struggle. That's worth noting. It's definitely a major struggle, especially as I'm like really trying hard not to like get a job somewhere as a massage therapist so I can make money, so that we can make ends meet, because I really wanted to accomplish this goal of being an artist, and it's really helped me mentally and physically. Being a full-time massage therapist is extraordinarily challenging on the body, and I have like lasting repercussions from, you know, massaging for the past 12 years. But anyway, so yeah, I'm driving home from pole class. I'm gonna try really hard this month to be more consistent with going to pole. I'm not sure how that'll work out, like I said, with gas and just time constraints and scheduling, but I am going to try. And I did like a pole class and then a pole yoga class afterwards, and so I might have mentioned this in last month's vlog talking about pole, but I don't remember. I signed up for a 6-month contract, so it's like an auto draft every month. So I have, it's actually like, even if I don't go consistently, it's still a pretty good deal on classes. But if I went consistently and it's unlimited classes, like it's a ridiculously good deal on classes. So that's good, and hopefully I will work towards building back this strength. Right now, honestly, like I, for one thing, you know, need to not like just ramble on, but also like my arm is so tired holding the phone out right now. So goodbye and welcome to July. Today is Monday, July the 4th. That previous update was on Saturday the 2nd. I realized that I had never said the date. I just did our budget and I'm feeling pretty hopeless right now. And so I've got to figure out how I can take this like hopeless feeling and this pressure that I'm feeling and turn it into income somehow. So in terms of selling art, I have my work cut out for me this month. I really feel, which sucks because like we're doing house stuff, and like I can't keep letting house stuff interfere with my ability to earn a living. So I don't know what to do about that exactly. And you know, I have this like anxious problem, and then also we have like just so much stuff on our plate this month, and it's only the 4th, and I already feel like this month is just like overwhelmingly stuffed full. So I'm gonna have to start figuring out some sort of a new system of schedule for me and Chris in order for me to actually get work done, since keeping the puppy all day, I'm able to get work done, but it's not predictable how much time I'm gonna have, and it's not like it's not consistent. And so anyway, yeah, so I'm looking at my schedule here, and I'm thinking like I have to try to make an effort to sell something like once a week, because me continuously putting it on my list of to-dos and not actually doing anything about it is not working out. So sorry I keep saying I guess it's because I just feel like really fucking stressed. So anyway, this week I'm going to attempt to get some stuff together and get these cauldrons photographed that I just got back, and maybe take them to Terra Blue, where I'm gonna sell via consignment. Hopefully that will come from something. I don't know how people are, like, if people are buying anything from there right now. I don't know. Anyway, next week my goal is to get the leaves listed. I have to get the Slipcast video posted. I have to get the leaves listed. Have to. I also have to photograph all the ones I just got back. Okay, the next week I'm making it a goal, sell all the not sell, obviously. If I could just sell everything, that'd be easy, but no. List all of the other unlisted pottery that I have. We'll see how that goes. Okay, during that time, I ordered some resin. So I've had an inquiry about an earring set, the dragon wing earrings, and so I really have to get on, instead of just continuously having it on my list and putting it off. After 3 months, like, I finally ordered the resin with this month's patron fundage, and it took more than I made. So I feel like it's a good thing I spent the past few months, for however long I've been consistently doing it, like almost a year, I guess, consistently spending the patron fundage on like art supplies and posting that. Before, it was still going towards like bills or art, or they're one and the same. That's not the point. So I'm glad that I've been able to do that this year. Super grateful, because it's helped me immensely. And I'm also glad that I did it, because I kept thinking like this could all go away, and now it has, basically. So I'm really glad that I have done that. And this last little bit I'm putting towards some resin to try to cast these earrings. So I'm going to make a silicone mold and try to cast them in a paintable resin and try to paint, not try to paint them, like hopefully actually paint them. And so that is my goal now for July, along with my other goals for July, which I have already written down, and they are, of course, way more than I'll be able to accomplish. But anyway, I need to finish that freaking waist cincher. I have to have Chris's help cutting the boning. I can't do it by myself. So that's kind of put a hiccup in that, along with having the dog. It hasn't happened. Anyway, I need to make some peach pasties and some mermaid pasties. I've already got the mermaid ones made. I just need to paint them and just get them out into the world. Try to sell those. So I should probably actually update that on my thing. Anyway, June vlog. Do the voiceover and post the Slipcast video. Edit the eye box sculpture video. My earring video actually did pretty good on YouTube. That's like really exciting. It didn't do like amazing or anything, but it did better than all the other videos I've been posting recently, so that's excellent. So maybe people like that, watching the sculpture process, and if that's the case, then they should like the eye sculpture video, eye box sculpture. Anyway, take cauldrons to Terra Blue, post leaves on Etsy, photo leaves and cauldrons, make more cauldrons, leaves, vertebra, record. So there's another place in Greensboro that I should ask if they can sell my cauldrons consignment as well. I need to get on that. That's something that I need to make a deliberate and like quick, I can't even think, deliberate and soon effort, whatever words. I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out what words are. I need to sculpt some more vertebra, because people really liked those and people really wanted to buy them, and now is the freaking time. I wanted to have all of my fall stock finished by like this week, and I haven't even really started it. I don't know where time goes. It's just between advertising and working on multiple projects at once and taking care of the puppy and just everything, life. I haven't had like consistent time to be able to do all the things that I keep thinking I will have time to do. Anyway, I need to make a damp box with like a plastic box with plaster in the bottom for my sculptures and pottery while I'm working on it. And then I still need to sculpt a urn
necklace to slip cast for Harley's Ashes. So that is my main art goals for July. I haven't been reading my goals the past few months, several months on here, because they've been just like so long. Like it's a list that goes, like it's every single line of a college rule piece of paper, and often they're like even like separated by like little backslashes and like listed further. But the house goals I have this month are also long. I could spend the month doing nothing but house goals, and that would take up all of my time. So that's a problem. But I'm just gonna try to do the best I can do with everything. The best I can do, you know. We'll see what I can do. I have some photo shoots I need to schedule too. I keep putting that off, and now I'm putting it off even more because of gas and because of the pup. But anyway, so I was just feeling super overwhelmed, so I decided to pop on here and talk about it, and that is all. Hopefully I will move forward with these goals and make them, like, that's what I'm trying to do right now, is speak them into reality. So I have spoken, like, let's make them happen. Bye. Hey, today is Wednesday, July 6th. I am sanding these. I sanded this bisqueware, and then I'm also kind of touching up on sanding the feet of these cauldrons and such. Have some leaves that I need to sand as well. Yeah, there they are. So beautiful. Well, some, like, that one's disappointing. I don't know what happened. It could be worse, but still, like, that's not how the glaze was supposed to be. And I had other glazes in that same firing that were the exact same glaze, and it didn't do that, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, just popping on to say that that's what I'm doing today. We had somebody come over to give a quote on a tub install earlier today, and it was really high, so I don't know if we're gonna do that. I don't know if we're gonna try to figure out how to do it ourselves or what. But yep, Wednesday, July 6th, and I'm about to go to pottery here in just a couple minutes. All right, bye. So today is the, I don't know, the 9th, July 9th, Saturday. I figured if I record before I start driving, I'll actually not talk for very long. But yeah, I just had pole class. My hair looks crazy. It went great. I was really not feeling it today. I really wanted to just stay home, especially because it's about to rain, and I know it's going to be rainy today. And also just because I have so many things I need to do, but I came and I'm glad, and felt good, and I even recorded some of it, so I'm gonna be posting that on Patreon, maybe later tonight. If not, then sometime soon. Yesterday I started 8 new cauldrons, and then I started 4 more, and I was only gonna make 8 because they take so long, and I felt like 8 was the maximum that I'd be able to achieve before they dry out, even though they're in plastic. But then I made 4 more, so now I've got 12 that are in the works. Gonna be working on those and over the next couple days. And house update, I don't think I've updated since then. The tub quote was $10,000, and for us $8,000. And hey, so I got cut off because my phone was full, but I was just saying that the rebath estimate was like $8,000, and so now we're gonna try to DIY it, and that's scary, but also $8,000 is scary and way too much money. So yeah, so that's interesting. And now we also have to replace our air conditioner, which is this whole thing, and you know, we're doing all this other house stuff. So really trying to get things finished up as best we can, as soon as we can, but just with the knowledge that it's gonna take like a couple of months of solid weekends and like no relaxation. And you know, as we all know on my vlogs here, that doesn't suit me very well. I really need downtime in order to actually be a semi-properly functioning human. So yeah, there's that. I am taking a CE right now. Well, I paused it. This is my second one today. I took a break for like 11 days or 12 days, which I shouldn't have done. I'm trying to get back on track with them and kind of double down on them now, because I still really want to renew my license at the beginning of August, especially with all the housework we need to do now. And Chris's hours have been cut in half, so the pressure to make more art and make money from art is ever growing, and I lost something like, I don't remember, like 80% of my patronage in the past 2 months. I need to calculate the percentage of that, but it was quite a big percent, which is understandable because no one has any money right now, and we're all feeling the effects of that. So yeah, a stressful time, and you know, having the puppy for this past month has definitely not done anything in the positive way of relieving stress. It's really just been a really stressful thing, and you know, we're trying to train her as best we can, but it's just kind of, you know, she's a puppy, so that's fun, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, which I'm not. I'm into the kind of have a quiet day and get a lot done and feel good about it thing, not have a chaotic day and get nothing done. But anyway, she's cute, so there's that. Alright, so I last week finished up all the cauldrons that I made. It took me longer than planned, as usual, but so I've got 12 cauldrons ready to bisque fire. I'm going to put some black slip on the feet and actually like the base of all of them. So something new I'm going to be trying out. So that's exciting. I've posted a couple of TikTok videos. I'm really trying to do things. Started Chris at TikTok and it kind of blew up. He's got like almost 300,000 views on one of his videos, which is crazy. So that's cool, just worth noting. Anyway, so yeah, so this month has been interesting. I didn't go to pole last week because the teacher was out last weekend, so this is actually like, you know, a week and 2 days since the last time that I updated when I got cut off. Anyway, I'm back to pole this weekend. I did a little bit of yoga today. I feel like I'm just rambling for the sake of trying to catch up because I feel like there's got to be things that I'm not saying, but I don't know. I'm really trying to take the rest of this month. I had a lot of things on my list of to-dos. Like a week ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to sell, you know, this batch of things each week. Chris took my pots to Terra Blue last week. I wrote up a little descriptive tag and, you know, it's got cautions on it and everything like that. I've got all of my information. So that's cool. Hopefully I'll be able to sell some cauldrons via Terra Blue. That would be really awesome. But then I was thinking, okay, what can I sell each week? And I really need to try to get on it with the money making, you know, even if it's just a small amount. But upon further consideration and just the sheer amount of things that I'm not able to get done week after week after week, like this right here, the past 3 weeks, this is the amount of stuff on those weeks that I did not get done. And I got done everything that I could possibly get done. That's just the amount of stuff that I put on my to-do lists for that week. I put on each day and did not get to get done because I'm trying to do way too much in one day than is actually physically possible, even without having the puppy here. As per my usual, really. But I decided to try to take these next couple weeks and just do as much of these things as possible. Try to wrap up some loose ends. Try to get some things done. This month I've gotten like 20 new subscribers or something like that on my YouTube. I need to get another YouTube video up. It's been a month. I've really got to try to focus on things that, even if they're not going to make money, I still am trying to prioritize things in a way that eventually they could. I just need to have the patience. It's hard to have the patience when you don't have the money to pay bills. But I just gotta figure out a balance somehow. Something I did get recently, which is really exciting, and I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, is, and this is money that I've been saving for like 2 years. So I know I'm talking about not having money, and then I'm like, oh, I bought this thing. But yeah, I bought this thing because I was like, okay, well, I've had this money saved up for this specific purpose, and if I don't spend it now, I'm gonna end up having to spend it for something else, and I don't want to have to do that because I really needed it. I really wanted it. So I got a microphone. It's a nice microphone. It's a condenser mic, and it's gonna be for my voiceovers for YouTube. It would be cool if I could also do like some ambient videos for YouTube, like meditation type things, but then that's just me adding more stuff onto my list. So we'll see if that happens or not, but nonetheless, excited to have this microphone. Hopefully I'll be able to put it to some good use and use it for my upcoming videos, and hopefully they'll be a lot better for that because my audio really struggles. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I feel like that wraps up everything that's been going on, really. I don't know. Sorsha has her spay appointment tomorrow, so she's having surgery, so that's got me a little stressed. But yeah, okay. So that's all, and pottery tonight, and goodbye. Okay. So, remember in the last vlog, I think I said that I had saved up some money. Well, not saved up some money. I had money that I had saved. I have not saved up money. I have money that I have had saved that I have just like held on to for a couple years. Not anymore because I just spent it all. Oops. So I used some of it for the microphone, but I still had some left, and I might have spent a little bit more than I actually had, but I think it will be a worthy investment, and it's a terrible time right now to try to take chances and make investments, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Anyway, so I just got this, it's like a content creator's kit, but it's really like I checked the prices, and so the pricing and the ratings are good on everything separately, so it's not like I'm getting stuff that I don't need, or I'm getting stuff that's just shoved into a kit just for the sake of trying to sell things, hopefully. So it's a new camera, which I've been needing to get, because when I film, see I'm filming with my phone right now, when I film for YouTube or even for these vlogs or just in general, now that content creation is like the main way to reach an audience and to sell artwork online, I need a camera that has a flip screen so I can see myself when I'm recording, but also I've been wanting that for modeling anyway, so I can do self-portraits. That would be extremely helpful as well, even though I haven't been doing much modeling lately. So I got a camera, it's mirrorless, which means the lenses are not going to be compatible with my DSLR camera, but that's okay because I can get an adapter one day. I got a 50mm lens, which is something I've been needing to get for a long time. Someone gave me one, super kind of them, and I have produced a lot of great images with it and really enjoyed it, but enjoyed it to the point where I really need a new one because as much as I love it, it really sucks. The focus on it is terrible. When I'm trying to shoot with it, it's exhausting. When I'm modeling for Chris and he's shooting with it, it's exhausting because it takes a million years to focus each photo, and even then a lot of times some great photos will be out of focus. This 50mm lens is slightly different and the focus is supposed to be a lot better and it has good ratings, so I'm getting that. Sorry, I didn't say everything that came in the kit, but let me just go ahead with what I'm saying. So an SD card, because I don't have any SD cards that are empty, and because of, you know, the great 2020 computer fiasco that I had where my computer went down and I couldn't do anything, and now I have this new computer, but I'm scared to put stuff on it without backing it up, and I got a external hard drive and I can't find it. Like, I mean, it shouldn't be lost. There's only so many places it can be, but I can't find it. And anyway, so I have SD cards, and it's not good to store images on SD cards. I know this, Eddie. I know you're not watching, but I know that it's not good to store images on SD cards. Thank you for informing me. It's very risky, but that's what I've done here. Some of them I have backed up on my computer or on like a drive cloud, but anyway, SD card. I got an extra battery because I saw that the battery doesn't last very long, so if you're going to use it for recording, get an extra one. I'm like, yep, I'm going to need that. Got the upgrade for the webcam thing, converter, adapter, whatever it is, to turn the camera that I just got into a webcam and have it hook up to my computer, because that's something I've been thinking about doing, is like going live on YouTube and such. We'll see how that goes. But whether it's me talking or focused on me working on something, I think it's a step I need to take. And then that might have been all the extra stuff. I might be forgetting something. Oh, and so in the kit, it comes with a microphone that goes on the camera that has a wind guard, and I want to get a really good one of these, but apparently they're like $1,000, or you know, maybe some are less, like 500. But that's a lot, and that's too much for the fact that I don't need it, but I would really like it because I'd like to do those ambient videos I talked about. But anyway, that will help me to record both inside and out, along with the new mic I have. Hopefully this is going to really take my videos up a notch. Hopefully this has been the purchase that I could have made. I guess I ended up getting, this is like birthday and Christmas money for like several years that I just hoarded away. So I guess I could have purchased this at the beginning of this year, and that's about as far back as it would have helped me. So I'm sorry, that was just me getting off track, thinking, oh, you know, I could have purchased this stuff like a year and a half ago and actually made better progress by now. But no, I really probably couldn't have. So anyway, I had to be ready to let go of this money. It was very dear to me. Anyway, I had kept it through lots of hard times and managed not to spend it somehow. And what else came with that kit? A stand. And it looks like the stand is like heavier on the front, and you know, the camera with the lens is heavy on the front, so that's really great. That's something I really need. And this camera, where it's mirrorless, is also supposed to be a lot lighter than the DSLR, and they're also supposed to be better for video. And also, just in general, the DSLR I have is from 10 years ago, and so it's really outdated. And so this one, just in general, even just in the pixels, is supposed to be better, but also like pretty much every other way, as far as I understand. Anyway, so that is a major thing. Sorsha had her spay surgery yesterday, and then she was sick all night, and it worried me quite a lot, and only slept like an hour, and I have not made attempt, like, I just put this up, I did not brush this, it's not even in a thing, it's just wrapped around itself. Yeah, I slept like an hour, and then like minutes here and there as I laid in bed, constantly like sitting up and making sure that she wasn't throwing up or like licking her incision. Anyway, she seems to be doing better right now. We'll see. Yeah, so maybe that's why I went ahead and ordered that stuff, is because I have this like exhaustion induced, not hilarity. I can't even think of the word. I'm not gonna waste your time trying to think of the word. Delirium. Delirium is the correct word. Goodbye. Hello, today is the 25th of July. I walked through, this is just random, not what I was gonna get on here to say, but I walked through a tick nest of tiny baby ticks last Thursday, and I've been insanely itchy, and it's like really cut down on, you know, I would say like progress, but really like I just didn't do anything on Saturday because of it. I just took that as like a day off, and I really needed it, and so I don't regret it. It was good, and Chris even like took care of things, so I was able to just like sleep for a considerable amount of time. So that was nice, and I took Benadryl. Anyway, today is Monday, and I just have finished up my 8th hour of continuing education class for my massage license today. I was planning on doing originally like 3, but then I had to catch up, so I was going to do an extra one, and it was really like, didn't look like I was going to get much else done today with the puppy, even though we are starting to try to like kennel train her, and we didn't realize a lot of things with training, and we're just like slowly watching the videos and learning things. So I am trying to start training her so that I can keep her in her kennel without her crying and hopefully without being like traumatized, because that's been my main concern. Not that I want her to cry, but I haven't wanted to put her in her kennel when I'm home because I want her to be comfortable and like cooperative with just being out in the living room or in the house with me and not needing, you know, constant supervision. But I guess especially now that she's a puppy, I guess kennel is best. I still feel weird about it, like, but I mean, okay, anyway, so like we're trying to start working with like keeping her in there for like an hour at a time, like once a day, aside from when we're asleep and aside from when we're gone. That's a new thing. This is only the second day, but hopefully as she gets more used to that, I will be able to put her in there if I really have something I need to get done and she is impeding my progress. And that being said, I would still not have her in there for extended periods of time. But anyway, yeah, so working on that. Anyway, didn't think I would get done with much today. She kept screwing up my yoga, and you know, not by being bad, but just by being herself and awake, and you know, anyway. So I ended up doing 8 hours of CEs today. A lot of it was just like I could put it on and listen to it while I was like playing with her or while I was doing something else. When she was kennel training today, I washed dishes while I listened to CEs. Some of the CEs are more audio than visual. Some of them you actually have to watch, so it just depends. But yeah, so 8 hours down. So I have only, I don't remember, I think I only have 5 more hours to go. So that's exciting. So that's a big achievement. And other than that, I finally broke out my new microphone. My new camera arrived today. I broke out my new microphone yesterday and tried it out. I have a lot to learn with that, but I was able to get a small voiceover done for just like a 1-minute video I have on my Slipcast sleeves, and I was able to post that on TikTok and Instagram, and today I posted it also on Facebook and YouTube, and as of now, it's like my most watched YouTube video ever, which, you know, it's short, so it's easy, but and it is posted as a short. But anyway, so that's all very exciting, and I got asked if I wanted to have some consignment work sold in a store like an hour away. So that's really cool. So once I get that done, which I'm not sure when I will get started on those pieces or when I will be able to, or what pieces I'll have to contribute, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go and talk to that shop owner about that, and once I have that done, I'll have my work in 2 local shops. I don't know if it'll end up being beneficial monetarily, but that's very exciting either way. Hopefully it will, and if not, then hopefully it'll at least get my work out there. It's basically like, you know, having work for sale in shops, even if no one buys it, there's still the benefit of that gets my name out there. That's like, you know, it's not an art gallery necessarily, but it is a way of showing my art. So even if it's not purchased, people can still admire it and, you know, find me on social media and potentially buy my work in the future or share my work so that more other people see it and are more likely to buy it. So that's exciting. So yay for some progress. That is all. Good night. Today is July 26th, Tuesday, a little after 2 p.m. Even though the puppy gets us up earlier now, the days are kind of getting started a little bit later because Chris goes in later now because of his hours being cut. And then in the morning when she gets us up, lately what we've been trying to do in attempts to catch up on some sleep is to be up with her for about an hour and then go back to sleep because she takes a nap after she's been up for about an hour. And who knows what I'm going to get to achieve today, because she's actually been asleep all freaking day, like, so far. She like laid quietly this morning, then we went back to bed for like an hour and a half, and then she like was, you know, awake for a short period of time and then just has slept. So I'm kind of upset about that, and I think that that's probably one of the contributing factors to sorry that it's like moving around. She's moving me around. I'm trying to keep her from getting exercise or too much exercise or vigorous exercise, which is like really challenging.
because she has so much energy. But also when she has so much energy, if I don't take her outside and like try to get her some low impact exercise, she goes crazy in the house and does things that I feel like are going to hurt her incision. Anyway, so let's walk over here. So what I came on here to say, it wasn't exactly an art update, but it is kind of important in terms of the whole art business and first year in business thing. Well, I guess it's not even the first year anymore. It's like past the first year now. But what I was gonna say is that oh, the bright sun. Anyway, what I was gonna say, sorry that I keep getting distracted. I've actually recorded things and deleted them multiple times before recording this video, because I just kept rambling. So I had like a little bit of a breakdown about 30 minutes ago, about how depressed I am. I guess it was kind of me. Oh, there's a piece of glass in the yard. Let me pick that up. Oh man, it's like a bottle. I'm just leaving it. It's like buried. Okay. I'll get that another time. When we moved here, or rather, when this trailer was put here, like over 20 years ago, there was glass all the time in the yard, and I don't feel like we found as much the past couple of years as we found this year. We just keep finding pieces of glass. Anyway, my breakdown about me being depressed. I think it was me kind of admitting to myself how I've been feeling. I mean, I've been telling myself and telling Chris and telling you how I've been feeling since we got the dog, but I don't know, I think I hadn't admitted like how truly depressed that I have been, because of not being able to get things done. I just did shower, which was lovely, thanks for asking, and it had been a couple days. I just did shower, and right before getting in the shower, I came up with this idea for this cool art project. And yesterday I came up with another idea for a cool art project. But the one that I thought of before I got in the shower was like an Eddie Munson / Lord of the Rings type thing, which would go over really, really well online right now because of the popularity of Stranger Things. And a quote from Stranger Things that I would have been quoting in the artwork that I thought of. It was just a really cool piece, and I wanted to wood burn it, and I wanted to film the process of it, and it's not on my list of things to do. So there's that. But the thing is it's like, okay, I have today theoretically to work on art, and if I did not have the puppy, or if she had even not just slept all morning, and yeah, we could have like woken her up, but she's healing. I'm not trying to do that. Right now she's like kind of sort of digging a hole. She's fine. I just feel like if I didn't have the responsibility of taking care of the puppy today, and she's sweet and adorable and crazy and rambunctious, and I'm not trying to skirt my responsibilities, and I understood what it meant to have responsibilities when we adopted her. I just understood that it was a necessary evil in the process of having her as a companion, and, you know, it was love at first light and all that. But today, I feel like I was actually inspired. I felt like ready to go, ready to do some stuff, could really crank out some stuff. Really thought like, okay, today is one of those rare days where I would actually get so much done. And even potentially a project that I didn't have scheduled, which I know that I shouldn't be doing, but also I know that I shouldn't be saying no to possibilities like that too. So, you know, I would allow myself to do it. And I don't know, it just really sucked. And it really just became very overwhelming, the fact that, like, who knows how much she's gonna nap this afternoon. And if she weren't healing, I guess that's another part of like the stress that I've just been feeling ongoing for the past week, is that if she weren't healing, I could just bring her outside right now and she could just run around the yard and we could play fetch and get her super tired, and then I could go in and maybe get some stuff done. And it was just super overwhelming that I'm not going to have a chance to work on this art project today, because even if she does rest
And I know that I have things that I need to be doing, and I shouldn't be procrastinating those things, because I would be very excited to finish the project that I'm working on. Like the cincher is what I would like to finish today potentially, but again, it's something I cannot do if she's awake and in the living room. And I'm trying to kennel train her, but I also don't want to put her in her kennel if she hasn't had appropriate exercise. I don't want her to be anxious. Cut off because my phone storage is freaking full because I'd forgotten to empty my recently deleted videos, and I'm like offloading videos constantly to my computer, and then I have to delete them from my phone anyway. But yeah, that's all. I mean, I just wanted to make note of that, to have that on document of like, this is how I'm feeling, and this is a really big struggle for me. And it's like really challenging for me business wise, and it's challenging for me personally. Just like my soul is struggling with not being able to create, but yet having the time in which I feel as if I should be able to create. You know, I mean, I know that like mothers of 2-year-olds, if they're watching this, are just gonna laugh at me because, you know, what do I have to complain about? But I don't know. I know that this is 2022 and we're getting rid of those kind of toxic positivity behaviors in which I would feel like I don't have the right to complain, because I absolutely do, because this is how I feel and I'm allowed to feel how I'm feeling and sit with it. And I just wanted to go on documentation of this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling really artistically inspired. Yesterday I saw a monarch butterfly. I've recently seen that they're endangered now, and then I saw a crow fly by right past and I was like, oh, that would be another. And again, wood burning, and that's something I need to be doing because I got that wood burner this year. It would be a beautiful piece to do of a monarch butterfly and a crow together, and how symbolic, because, you know, crows, you know, are like the bringers of death, or they carry you to the whatever, and it be with the butterfly, like, and I feel so artistically inspired right now, and I can't make anything actually happen. So that is that, and that is all, and goodbye. All right, well, so much for me trying to not do that cool wood burning art project, but also so much for me doing it because I decided, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because she went to sleep, surprisingly. And then the whole hour that she napped, I was like looking up like ideas for reference photos for the idea, and then looking for the piece of freaking wood that I prepped back in like March and had recorded it for my YouTube channel. Yeah, can't find it anywhere. And it's like, I've seen it so many times, and it should be in an obvious place, and I've looked in all the obvious and non-obvious places, like, can't find it anywhere. On the bright side, I did find my external hard drive that I had been looking for, so that's cool. And I found that on my DVD shelf, which is definitely a place that I looked for before, so that's weird that I couldn't find it before, and now I can, but now I can't find the freaking piece of wood. Really upset about it. Really upset. I understand though that I really shouldn't have worked on it today. I understand that I shouldn't have. Just wanted to. Allow me to add that I am probably more upset about the time that I wasted on attempting the project and trying to find the wood than I am. I'm more mad about that than I am about not being able to find the wood, to be honest. Just because I knew it wasn't something I was supposed to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to, like, the puppy's awake. We just went outside briefly, and my neighbor's dog has been doing this thing where it keeps running up to my house and barking. And I don't know if her dog's outside right now, but I know she's outside right now. And Sorsha is not supposed to be playing and running, so every time the dog comes up here, we have to, like, if Sorsha's outside, we have to, like, snatch her up and take her inside, or if she's, you know, inside, or, for instance, asleep, you know, it just, like, wakes her up, which is frustrating. Anyway, I'm about to photograph, for my Instagram stories anyway, for my patrons, the pots that I got back from the recent gas firing, because I have not even properly looked at them yet, and I've had them for a week now. All right then, so that is that, and I'm gonna try to move forward now. Okay, so it's still the same day. If you are frustrated with me, I am frustrated with myself, so it's understandable
did I do the thing that I said I was going to do? No, of course I did not. She took a nap. I was like, oh, this is my chance to eat lunch. It was a thunderstorm, so not only did I have my little homemade protein bar, and some like orange spice tea, and fixed like a little quick latte. Yeah. And then as I was having my tea, or even before I had my tea and I had to reheat my tea or like add more hot water to my tea, I started like getting ideas, because my pots, they're all set out on the table right there. Well, there's 2 mugs on the table that are not my pots. And you know, so I'm looking at them and I'm enjoying the rain and enjoying my latte. And actually, to be fair, she woke up right before I had my protein bar and my latte, so I didn't get to enjoy my latte sitting on the couch. I was sitting like here on the weight bench where I sit. Sorry, that didn't really show it to you. This is the fabric that's supposed to be for the trim of my waist cincher. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm like sitting there like trying to get her to go back to sleep, just by like being calm and being present, and it worked. And yeah, so I did not achieve the thing because I started like getting ideas for mugs, and so I started sketching mugs. And then I quickly sketched out, well, I don't know if it was quick, it might have taken a while, I don't know, sketched out the idea that I had for Eddie Munson. And so then, you know, and finished my tea, and then I was like, okay, now I'm finally gonna go get that fabric, and I'm going to cut out the binding for my cincher. Here's the mugs, let's see. So I thought, like, I'll just go get that fabric. I mean, these are terrible sketches, but, you know, they are my reference. That's what's important. And this is my idea for the Eddie Munson. Well, you really can't see anything. This is The Shire is Burning, so Mordor it is. And then I did like a big one, and but it was full page this way, but then I was like, what if it was vertical and it was smaller with a bigger center? So this is his guitar upside down with the Eye of Sauron right here, and like the Demogorgon bats, and here's Mountain Doom, here's the house, and then there's vines, and then the clock is in the guitar. Anyway, so that's my plan. That's why I was so excited about it, because it's freaking cool. But anyway, so yeah, so I went and I got my fabric, and I even found a different fabric that I think is going to be better. And I got my colored pencil to mark it and my ruler, and put everything down on the floor to get started. And there she is with her little eyes open, and she comes over to investigate, which was very sweet, very cute. But yeah. So, anyway, so I was saying I didn't do that, but that's not even the thing I said I was going to do. I said I was going to photograph my pots and put the stuff on Instagram. Didn't do that because she was awake and chaotic. Finally got her to go to sleep, and I was like, oh, this is the time. If I'm going to have my lunch, this is the time to do it. You know, it was like 6 o'clock. And then the storm, because of the storm, I also decided, like, oh, it's too dark, so I didn't do that. But yeah, so this is my day. I'm not going to update this much every day, obviously. You know, I used to, I guess, and that's why my videos were so long. But I just wanted to say all of this that I said today, because it just seems like an important, like, characteristic day of frustration and inspiration and unfulfillment and distraction and not getting things done and best intentions. That's pretty much the theme lately. And so, well documented. Good night, goodbye, whatever. Today is Monday, August 1st. I'm wrapping up July. Thank you all for being here. Over this past weekend, Sorsha's bladder infection from earlier this month is back now. And so it's been very stressful and very exhausting, and July was an exhausting month all in all. Successes for the weekend seem few, but I guess I'll take what I can get. I went to pole class on Saturday. Yesterday I finally messaged 2 people that I've been putting off for a few months about scheduling some photo shoots, so that is good.
and I found out about a little bit of information about a market that I might be trying to go to vend to sell some wares. I photographed more of my pots on Thursday. I think I might have said that. I'm not sure. I've already offloaded my last update video on my phone, so I don't remember if that was on Thursday. So yeah, so I didn't get much done this weekend because of her bladder infection, because that's just been like stressful and exhausting. She has to pee just constantly. Hopefully that's all it is. I don't know. But we have a vet appointment for tomorrow, because that was as soon as we could get her in. So that is all, and happy July. Goodbye. Thanks for your patience this month. It has been a tough one. Goodbye.